First of all, I mean, we have to respond together, but I think it has been a lot of focus on the tariffs. Tariffs is bad if they get higher, but I think Europe has their own problems that we have to solve. I mean, we can take our destiny in our own hands. So tariffs bad. What we do, we have to do together. But honestly, Europe must be better.
So tell me exactly what you mean when you say Europe must be better. What concerns you the most right now?
I mean, Europe is a rich continent, but we are getting behind US. I mean, we see that just the latest years, been so for quite long. We have too low growth, too low productivity, and that's our problem. We have big needs, and we can be richer, but we don't focus enough on the things that can make our economy grow.
Yeah, I think the long-term criticism against Europe has been that it is regulate first and innovate second. So what is the appropriate response? You run a large, sophisticated economy. What can you do to stoke animal spirits across the continent?
I try to remind us all. I mean, Sweden is open. We are very dependent on export. I mean, our economy is not the biggest one in the world, but we export a lot. So of course, if more and more countries get more protectionism or higher tariffs, it's bad for us, but it's also bad for the global economy, and that's important to know. It's not so good for US if now they will have high tariffs when it comes to Canada, for example, or for Europe.
I also get the sense that we are at an inflection point in the war in Ukraine. This is going to be a critical year ahead for Europe, particularly when it comes to not just addressing the Trump question on Ukraine, but also how Europe is going to move the needle forward here. How do you think President Trump's return to office is going to impact US foreign policy towards Ukraine, especially considering his previous skepticism towards NATO, for example, of which Sweden has just joined?
I mean, first of all, I think it's when US wants us to do more when it comes to defense spending, I think that's fair because we have to do more in Europe. But when it comes to Ukraine, it's an existential question because the Ukrainians, they fight for our freedom, the whole Europe and the world order that we have. So I hope that America won't still be strong. But if they do, we have to do more.